Hello, I'm Michael Diamond. You're watching Muscle Central. Okay, after the death of women's competitor Alina Kosanova, Jake Wood reached out to, for those who don't know who Jake Wood is, he is the owner of the Olympia brand. Jake Wood, excuse me, Jake Wood reached out to Jim Manion and Tyler Manion, the president and vice president of the IFBB NPC, and wanted to figure out how to avoid something like this to happen in the future. And it's not the first athlete that's been lost because of this. And as Jake Wood is making a call to put less of an emphasis on conditioning. No disrespect to Jake Wood, I think is all good intentions. He cares about the athletes and he doesn't want to see anything bad to happen to them. Let's talk about less conditioning. How much less conditioning? Do they come in flat? Do they come in a little watery, a little smooth? Do we tell them not to have body fat levels below a certain percentage? What's going to be the criteria for conditioning that's right, or conditioning that's not enough, or conditioning that's too much? It's not the athletes coming in conditioned that's the problem. The problem is some of the things they do, some of the protocols, and I've talked about it in the last video I made talking about this woman's death, and I've talked about it in other videos. What caused the death of this woman was not the conditioning, is the use of diuretics. Now, the thought process, I guess, is that the diuretics will be the finishing touch on the conditioning. It's become a common use. Its usage has become very common, and the protocol leading right into the show. It's kind of accepted by a lot of these athletes that they have to use diuretics as part of their protocol, and the truth is not. Said it over and over again. Diuretics releases fluid, releases water from the body. Ideally, they're trying to lose any water left remaining under the skin. So your skin gets that really tight, dry look. But your muscle cells are also made up of water, and that's what helps give you that full look. And the diuretics are indiscriminate. They'll take water from under the skin and from the muscles. A lot of times, bodybuilders are looking flat on stage. They might look conditioned, but flat. It's because more than likely, diuretics pulled some fluid out of the muscles and flattened them. So quite often, it doesn't do what your intention for it to do is. it actually does the opposite. Instead of giving you a better look that you're looking for, it takes away from the look. If you do things right, you should have all that excess fluid be out of your body, and you're not going to need diuretics to get rid of any water you're holding. It's kind of like a Band-Aid. It's like something is not a temporary fix, a makeshift fix until you can get the whole problem solved. You got a water leak, something's leaking, you might get something to wrap around it, rubber tape, rubber plumber's tape to stop that leak, but the problem's not fixed. You got to get the plumber in to fix the pipes. If it's not broken, if you do your preparation right, you're not going to have that excess fluid retained, and it's not going to be broken. You're not going to have to do a quick repair job, and the diuretics is like a quick repair job because you got a problem on hand that you shouldn't have on hand. Once again, Jake Wood, your call for the judges to play less of an emphasis on conditioning. I understand where you're coming from inside, from your heart. You're just trying to look out for the competitors. You don't want to see any harm come to them, but that's not the cause of the problem. The cause of the problem is the use of certain substances, and in this case, it was diuretics. They tried testing for diuretics a number of years back. It didn't go over too well. They always find a way to beat a test. Maybe the best route is to try to educate the competitors more and make them understand that you can get yourself ready, proper condition, without not retaining any fluid, any extra water, without the use of diuretics. If you got your protocol with your training, your diet, nutrition, adjustment with the macronutrients, and adjustments with your water intake, sodium intake, you'll get that hard, dry look without holding any excess fluid, without the use of diuretics. That's what you got to do. We have to educate them and get them to understand that it can be the look you're trying to achieve can be achieved without diuretics, and a lot of times, like I said in the beginning of the video, it can make the body look flat because it's pulling water out from inside the muscles also, not only from under the skin. Conditioning is part of bodybuilding. We want to see muscle, we want to see conditioning. And there's a lot of factors involved with judging a contest. Muscle size, shape, proportion, and conditioning is one of those parts of the equation. And everything else is more or less equal. You're going to be drawn to the better conditioned competitor. The problem is not conditioning. The problem is the use of diuretics. Education is the best solution. And I hope you found this video informative. If you agree or disagree with anything I've said, please let me know in the comment section. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share, and by all means subscribe. Do not forget to hit that notification bell. This way, every time I put up a new video, you will be notified. Also, if you go to the description box, you're going to find some links there. One link is to the Muscle Central Facebook page. Any questions, you can go there, DM me. I'd be happy to answer them. The other links are to Species Nutrition and Mr. Potts Protein. Click on both links, go to both websites, check out all their great products. Once again, this is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.